Good day, my friends. How is everyone doing? Hope you are all feeling absolutely fantastic and, of course, feeling groovy and realizing the government really don't love you and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. Very nice to see you all. Thanks for being here. We got 10 so far, and 90 has hit the like button. Wow, that's almost everybody. Let's smash away at that. Do that right from the start and get this puppy moving. So we got 15 people. We're going to talk to the Wrathful ones tonight. I got my cafe mocha, which has become a habit every night. Change my screen name. Mies Machine. So what were you before? What was your is wondering if it's one of the ones I suggested that you change or if you just decided on your own. Let's have it. Who was Mies Machine before? Internet Machine, maybe? There was somebody named Internet Machine. All right, chauffeur girl. So we got Sabrina is here to assist. Very curious who Mies Machine was. Yeah, Internet Machine. Okay. Okay. We got 26 people. Smash away, everybody. Smash away at that like button. Get it moving. Lynn loves him. My hope is in him. Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you. Greetings to you, John Corby. So we get exactly half the people have smashed the like button. The other half need to hit that too. It's exactly half. Hello, Christianity Toolset. Hello, Paul. That's a very biblical name for sure. Was your name Saul before, by any chance? Or have you always been Paul? If your name was Saul and then you changed it to Paul, I'd be really, really impressed. I saw a kitty and I clicked. That's like me too. That's exactly like me. Don't even care what the video's about. There's a kitty in it. It's good enough. Good enough for me. That's Sabrina, by the way. If anybody hasn't met her before, that is Sabrina. We got 40 people. Let's keep her moving. Smash away at that button. Get this up to 100. Just saying hello, little girl. Her name is actually Little Girl. I've never called her Sabrina since she's been alive. That is officially her name, but she's been Little Girl since day one. Psst, psst. Yep. And I bet you all of you who are into cats, I know you have a kitty voice, okay? A certain voice you use to talk to cats that makes you sound pretty silly. but every cat you talk to, you do the same exact thing. Right on, Lynn. I'm glad you're here. Yep, everybody's got a kitty voice, no matter what. My mother had the silliest one of all. But mine is a close second. Mine is pretty silly, and that's the way I talk to them. You should hear my. Oh, I can just imagine. I've heard many. They're pretty silly. Must examine the heart. It doesn't say watchful. You better look a little closer. It does not say watchful. What does it say? 1 John 4:1. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." This is true. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. Yes, wrathful. The wrathful ones. Evening, Kirsty. How you doing? It's Brandon Haird. Stephen, the title of this video sounds like I need to hear this. I'm trying to be obedient, but when people are purposely trying to provoke me, it makes it really hard not to do anything about it. Jordan says test. Now, Jordan, you are a smart guy, because that's the very first thing I'm going to talk about. So, being tested. When I was about to be blessed, and hello, everybody. When the Lord was about to make my channel explode and start giving me some resources, give me a few more gifts, my intuition increased, and the things He's done, restore my body, made my lungs feel like they're perfect lungs again after smoking for 40 years. He returned my lungs to the normal state, which I can still hardly believe, but He absolutely did. Just before He did all this stuff, He tested me. Okay, He tested me very thoroughly to make sure I was worthy of these things. And if I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have got them. So the things that He really needed to test me on, this is one of them. Quick to anger, wrathful, losing my temper, even letting some bad words out of my mouth, getting angry over, to be honest, things that I never should have gotten angry about, pretty small things. So He tested me. There's two things in particular He did. He had telemarketers call me over and over and over. And the first few times, I failed. I called them names. I slammed the phone down. Excuse me. Said 4-letter words a couple times. They annoyed me so much. So then there's another thing that really annoys me here, living where I'm living. For some reason, since I've lived here, people will park right across the driveway here. Like, block it. Literally block my driveway. And there can be, the whole street is empty. There's spots everywhere. They will still park across my driveway. And I don't know why. But they don't do it that often. It's only once in a while, but it does happen. Well, all of a sudden, I'm getting these telemarketers, and like 3 people a day are parking across my driveway. Because people parking across my driveway constantly all of a sudden. So it took me a little bit to figure it out. It's like, okay, this is way more telemarketers than normal, and way more people parking across my driveway than normal. And all these annoyances, the internet going out every 5 minutes, cutting out, and then I'd have to wait 15 minutes for it to come back. Just get it back 5 minutes later, same thing again. Just annoyances like crazy. And finally I realized, okay, the Lord is testing me. The Lord is testing me. He wants to see if I can maintain a calm demeanor, or if I'm going to lose my temper and curse and swear and throw stuff and all that stuff. So I started using my George Costanza's, his father had this saying on Seinfeld, serenity now, serenity now. I literally use that, okay? I need that phrase to keep me calm. It actually works. So I want everyone to try it. If you're having a problem with wrath, when you feel like you're going to get wrathful, serenity now. I want you to say it out loud. Serenity now. I know it sounds silly. I'm telling you to copy off a Seinfeld show, but it actually works for me. So when this stuff starts happening to you, if you're in isolation and you are about to get out, there's a good possibility you're going to be tested. Okay? You're going to be tested. And when you do get tested, don't forget, serenity now. Yes, it's silly, but it's going to work. I'm telling you, we're going to have people all over the world copying George Costanza's father saying, serenity now. Now, it's up to you if you want to celebrate Festivus or not, okay? Festivus is for the rest of us. We all know this. So if you want to celebrate Festivus too, that could be good too. But make sure you remember serenity now. Now, what are the things that can make us mad? If you're like me, anything not going exactly your way. Anything is not going exactly your way will cause you to have a need for serenity now. Is wrath ever justified? Well, of course. But remember, vengeance is mine, saith who? Who? Somebody answer me. Vengeance is mine, saith. Somebody type it. That's the one. That's the one. So, while there is a time for wrath, we mostly leave that to him. Okay? If somebody's really irritated you, especially if you're one of God's chosen, okay? If you're one of the chosen people and you've been anointed since the day you were born, or since before you were born, really, anybody that comes against you, the Lord's going to take care of it. You don't have to. You don't have to. You need to adopt this new attitude of serenity now and a big deep breath. And you walk away. You walk away. Of course, there's righteous anger. Of course. You see somebody trafficking children. You see somebody kicking a puppy. You see somebody harming a cat in any way, shape, or form. You want to see Jeff get mad? Harm a cat and see what I do. See what I do. I will go ballistic if somebody harms a cat in front of me. It's not good. It's not pretty. You don't want to see it. Even serenity now won't calm me down. Okay. There are certain things. Look out. Look out. Harm one of my cats. You just sealed your fate. You just sealed your fate. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, yes, I have my limits on what I'll tolerate, for sure. Road rage is a perfect example, Joanna 82. How many people here get road rage? I bet you almost all of you do. Bet you almost all of you do. And in many places in the States, everybody's got a firearm in their, Jeff Wick, everybody's got a firearm in their glove compartment, okay? So road rage often ends in homicide. It's not good. It's not worth, taking somebody's. It happened in, what was the name of the restaurant? There was a dispute in the fast food place. They went outside to settle it. One guy pulled out a firearm, blew the other guy away right in front of a bunch of people. It wasn't even that long ago, 6 months ago or so. It's like, yeah, that's why I don't drive up to Chicago. Exactly. This is what people do. They get this rage inside them, this wrath. Now, what causes it? What causes wrath? A demon. It's a demon. It's a demon and witchcraft, okay? Now, I think people are a little bit confused also on what witchcraft really means. Real hardcore witchcraft is invoking demons and having them do your dirty work. Okay, so if a really hardcore witch puts witchcraft on you, they're sending a demon to influence you, to oppress you, to manipulate you. I'm going to shoot anyone, maybe their engine or tire. Yeah, there's levels to it. There are. So when a demon is controlling you, they can make you have rage like this, okay? A lot of people who pull out firearms and blow people away, it's not really them who did it. But the problem is for them, they're the one that's going to sit in the jail cell forever. It doesn't matter that you can go in front of the judge and say, look, I know it looks like I did it, but it was the demon. I promise. I promise. It wasn't me, it was the demon. They're going to lock you up. They're going to lock you up. So you're not going to get out of it. Whatever the demon does, you're the one going to pay the price for it. Yes, wrath can definitely be a generational curse. Yes. So in order to break that, you got to get the demonic influence out of your life. Certain music can make you angry. So this is what they do in the military. Before they send them out to do a killing spree, okay, they put them in tanks and they have this really loud, raunchy speed metal that makes you, it just winds you up and gets you ready. And then they get you to go, ooh, ooh, and make all these noises. It's hideous behavior, actually. This is what they do. I've seen there's a documentary about this, how they wind up the soldiers before they send them out to kill. And it's really raunchy, fast, heavy metal that they do it with. So that music is doing that in society. It's causing people to feel the same way. So it's a demon making you rage. A demon. You need to practice. You know, you're watching your favorite show. Somebody grabs the remote and clicks it right at the crucial moment. You missed that moment you want to see. How many of you are going to freak out and get mad? Probably all of you. Probably all of you. You need to practice serenity now and take a deep breath. Because the Lord, if you're in isolation and you're just about to be blessed, like I said, I was tested. If you're just about to be blessed, you're going to be tested. And guess what? If you don't pass this one, the Lord will not bless you. I know for sure because he delayed my blessings because of this very thing. Okay, I failed this. Oh, excuse me. I failed this several times. Renounce and denounce the spirit of anger. Bitterness absolutely causes wrath. We talked earlier about cleansing the hearts, cleansing the homes, cleansing the hearts. Well, now cleansing the hearts leads into this, getting rid of this spirit of anger, of wrath. And wrath is one of the 7 deadly sins. So when it comes to your blessings, it's definitely a deadly sin. It will stop your blessings completely. Completely. People say, I'm not forgiving them. I'm not forgiven. I'm going to hold on to this, and they want to hold on to it. Okay. Do you know what you're losing out on? If you're one of the anointed and you're in your isolation phase and you're about to get out, you're throwing all these blessings that the Lord wants to give you right in the garbage if you can't get this under control. Oh, I was delayed a good 6 months. 6 months for this and pride. for the two. For about 6 months, yeah. Could have had my blessings a lot quicker, but I wasn't ready. I had to learn how to serenity now. That's what I had to learn how to do, right? Pride actually plays a part in this too. If you're prideful, it's harder to calm your rage down because your rage partly comes from being prideful. The two are connected. Definitely. Definitely. Take the moral high ground. Okay, this is a term everybody needs to know. The moral high ground. Are you going to stoop to the other person's level, the other person who's trying to press your buttons? And it might be someone who's trying to do that. They might be intentionally trying to get you to push your buttons. Okay, especially if they know that you're close to getting your blessings. They might come around, if they're an evil one and they don't want you to have those blessings and they're jealous, they might want to come and sabotage you by getting you angry because they know what the Lord's going to do if they get you angry. Okay, if you're even unforgiving towards God, that you really need to get under control. You need to get that under control because you don't have any reason not to forgive him. You have no reason to be mad at him in the first place. He gave you the breath of life. You might want to reconsider that. You might want to reconsider. So this isn't easy, folks. At first, it's very difficult, okay? Pray to God to free me from it. You probably do, Jacoby Popo. Almost everyone does. The pride will feed the rage because you just can't back down from things. That's your pride that stops you from backing down. I had a boyfriend who moved into my house on my birthday. He started having with my brother. Whoa. Oh, man. Man, that's a dirty shot. Okay, Tyra, I'm going to agree that that's nasty. Pooh. Well, look on the bright side. If you can come out of that without getting full of rage and losing your mind and going completely ballistic on people, it's going to be easy for you from then on. Okay, that's the thing. Wow, that's wild. Wow. Freeing and then move forward. Yep. When we see that the price of our sin on Jesus was so high, we have to lose some anger and bitterness towards others. That's words of wisdom if I've ever heard them. Brilliant. Like Paul said, he's the biggest sinner he knows. Forgiveness is enlightened self-interest. I like this because the forgiveness is for ourselves. It's totally for yourself. It is not for the other person. You don't have to tell the person anything. You don't have to tell them anything. You forgive in your own heart. Don't even worry about saying anything to them. You know, like what Tyra just explained. She's got to forgive her brother and her ex-boyfriend who did this, but she don't have to tell them that. She can keep it to herself. But so she doesn't walk around with poison inside her. She's got to get over it. Right? She's got to get over it. I feel like the Lord making a huge test. That's a big one. That's a big test for sure. I mean, if you can get through that, yeah. Once you conquer that one, Tyra, you got it made. You got it made. But not many people would. Most people would go ballistic. They'd go what you call postal on that one. That's brutal. I mean, whoa, and then to rub it in your face. That's some actions. That's pretty wild. Doing my best. I'm almost to the point. I'm not annoyed with the person anymore. Good. Eating jalapeno cheddar hot dog. That sounds pretty groovy. trips downstairs. I'm back. Hello, pretty kitty. Isn't she gorgeous? And she always lays like that with the one arm stretched straight out. And there's my chauffeur girl. No, that's audio. Talking to chauffeur girl. Forgive and let go. Yes. She most certainly is very comfortable. My husband molested our daughter. Jeez. It wasn't easy, but I can even talk to him now. Try to avoid him at all costs, though. Man, see, them are the tough ones, right? Folks, when you're getting mad at something, think about the stories you just heard here from Tyra and Shantisha. Tyra, yours is bad enough, but then Shantisha just came and actually, I'd say, topped it a little bit. Actually, probably a lot. Molesting your daughter. Yeah, that's not good, right? That's not good. But think of these two stories. When I was having trouble staying calm because somebody parked across my stupid driveway, like, what a silly thing to get mad at. These two women have to get over something far worse. I mean, how many times would you have to say serenity now after somebody did that? Serenity now probably won't even do the job. Yeah, this has become a bit of a habit every night. It's part of my routine now. Cat looks adorable. That's not the furry anointed one. No. Well, she might be too, but she's not the one who he really speaks through. That's the other one. I pray and ask God to work on my heart every day. No wonder after what you just went through. Wow. So if you don't mind me asking, Shantisha, was there a charge? Did he go to jail? Like what happened there? Like I would imagine you called the police. I mean anybody would, right? Anybody would. Definitely feel something big, huge, blocking, sitting on my chest. Yep. Yep. Jacoby Popo, we talked a couple nights ago. You admitted some things to me that I told you right away, whoa, you got to stop that. Right? You remember you told me how you felt about certain things. And I advised you that that is going to ruin everything for you. And you immediately responded positively to that. So I know you're going to beat it. I know you're going to be fine. Good evening, everyone. You should put Serenity Now on a t-shirt and put yep. I've been told that the Feeling Groovy t-shirts would sell real big. Gotta roll with the punches. You do. There's a Burton Cummings song called that. You turn around and let that son of a gun kick him back out again and roll with the punches. Yes, I went to the police. We've been separated for over a year. Wow. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Hello, Ty's Lamplighter Ministries. Oh, yeah, you'll be fine, Jacoby Popo. You'll be fine. I snapped way too much after my deal. I've snapped a couple times and smashed some things. I took my keyboard one day, right at my other keyboard, obviously not this one. I picked it up and keys flew all over the house, man. I found pieces of keyboard everywhere. It just exploded. That's how bad I used to get. They go missing when they shouldn't and then reappear. I don't know. It's either somebody breaking in the house and you're not there and doing it, or it could be something supernatural. It could be some Mandela effect stuff. The Mandela effect is trippy. It's really weird. Punches, and I must be Rocky Balboa by now. Shantisha, feel for you so much and praying for peace and that you'll be taken care of. God bless. Yeah, that's just brutal. Absolutely brutal. To be a walking ball of fire. No one could control me. Well, John, that means you had demons happening. That's what makes you act like that. That's what makes anybody act like that. It is a demonic influence. Hey, Buzz, how's it going? Well, pretty darn good, actually. Shot at 18 times while cowering in the back of my van. Wow. Wow. And Tyra, if you're saying thank you to me, you're totally welcome. I appreciate you being here so much. I really appreciate your presence here. Self-hatred is also really awful. Rage against yourself. So we talked about that in the last live stream as well. Once you mastered forgiving everybody else, time to turn that on yourself and forgive yourself, let yourself off the hook, and make sure you're not having thoughts like I'm not worthy, I'm useless, I'm not worthy, I'm a bad person, whatever you're thinking about yourself. You're really insulting God when you say that because He made you the way you are. So if you say the way you are is bad and not worthy, that means you're saying God messed up when He made you, and He doesn't mess up. I have a violent ex who stopped me for years. He got jailed for murder and is due for release. Oh no. I have moved and he doesn't know where I am now. Been working on forgiving him for my own good. It is for your own good. It is totally for your own good. So Brother K says he struggles with self-forgiveness. You got to do it. You got to do it. The Lord looks at it the same as if you don't forgive someone else. If you won't forgive yourself, He considers it the same deal. Okay, it's no different. Well, in certain places now, you can go to jail for murder and you can be out for good behavior very quickly. Very quickly. Or saying you're worthless. Yep. Saying you're no good. I'm no good for nothing. I'm worthless. I don't deserve this. Blah, blah, blah. I've thought that way before. Definitely. It's really a way to know that you've forgiven someone. Yes. Yes, there is. Yes. Yes. You won't. If you haven't forgiven them, when you think about them, you'll feel that rage welling up inside you. When you have forgiven them, you can think of them and remain totally peaceful and calm, and that doesn't well up inside you. You definitely can tell. Serenity now, worship Him. Serenity now. It's this simple. You have to realize how important it is because the Lord is going to convict you of getting mad, getting wrathful. It's a deadly sin, okay? For those who are in isolation and waiting on their blessings and their breakthrough, this will screw it up. This will ruin it. I mean, completely ruin it. He will stop all blessings, all breakthrough action. He'll put a halt on every bit of it. And you don't want to be sitting there. You know how dumb I felt? Failing those tests. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, does that mean a year, 2 years that I just messed up? How long did I just screw that up for? Well, it turned out it was approximately 6 months. And then I got another chance. Because I earned the other chance, I started to change. I realized I failed it. So I started acting different. Depended on what he thought to do to us. I know you can forgive someone by mouth. That's what I'm saying. You got to realize that it's just not worth it to hold on to it. You can let it go. There's a way to do it. You just okay. I'm done with this. I haven't got time for this. I haven't got time for this. This poison inside me. Okay. Let's just really sit here and meditate on this for a moment and just try to have peace about it. Realize that it's not doing you any good to hold on to it. What is it for? That person doesn't care if you're mad or if you forgave them, or they don't care. They're walking around the same no matter what you do. They don't care at all. The only one it's affecting is you. So you can decide. I mean, you got to be logical about it. I can decide to hold on to this and destroy myself, ruin my chance at blessings, have the Lord take my breakthrough right away from me, just because I can't get over some spite that I get inside me. And then you start to feel real stupid like I did. I was sitting there going, man, I can't believe, how long did I mess this up for now? Is it going to be a whole year, 2 years? Thankfully, it was only 6 months, and I got another shot. Thank you, worship him. But it could have been even longer, right? It was 6 months because I started changing right away. I'm like, okay, Father, I'm sorry. I know I failed those tests. Yes, I got mad. I did everything you didn't want me to do. So I deserved to fail them. I took responsibility for it. That was my fault. I messed that up. If you will give me another chance, I will do better. And I started changing right away. And I started using Serenity Now. I'm telling you, I really do that. I really, even when my cats do something, when Sammy Boy gets in a devilish mood, we'll say, he gets in a mood where he just wants to be a problem. Okay. He wants to get on my nerves. And he does. You'll hear Jeff saying, Serenity Now out loud. Because I'm trying to mellow out. Because Sammy Boy's he's being a bit of a problem. He knows how to push my buttons. Now you're going to have two things happen. The Lord is going to test you himself, but the devil's going to try to sabotage you. The Lord won't try to sabotage you. He'll just test you gently. He'll put gentle things in front of you, see how you handle them. The devil will all send something to make you real seriously mad. Something like Tyra said, or I forget what the name was, the other person. Something like that. That's a devil, right? That's a devil test. And it's not really a test. That's trying to sabotage you. Most people never even start taking responsibility for the crap. Well, thank you. But I did feel real dumb when I failed those tests, because at the end of those tests was my breakthrough, and I didn't get it because I messed up. I failed the test. All because of my anger, my silly anger over nothing, over the phone ringing and interrupting me, or someone parking across my driveway when I don't even own a car. It just bugged me that they would do it. So I'd get mad and I'd write these letters, go out and put them underneath their windshield wipers, then sit here and stew about it and wait until they came out of somebody's house. And then I go out on the porch and, yeah, I appreciate if you didn't park across my driveway anymore. What's wrong with you? And I'm yelling at strangers I don't even know. And the Lord's watching me going, guess it ain't time for your breakthrough. Hope you don't mind sitting there poor like that for the next 6 months, because that's what you're going to get. Right? And that's what it was. And I deserved it. Why did he say that he was sorry for ever making mankind? He did say that for sure. That's the biggest mistake he thought he ever made, was making us. He regretted it. Says it right in the Bible. That's the only regret you'll ever see him say, but he said that one. He wished he would not have made us. Because we're wicked, evil, quick to anger, dishonest, can't be trusted, full of lustful ways. We're basically a mess. We're basically a mess. We got to have almost constant live streams just to get our behavior in check. You'd think that adults, after you've been alive for this many years, you'd think you'd be able to behave properly. But no, not even myself. We can't. We need constant work. We're a mess, okay? We're just a mess. We've always been a mess, right since day one. He made one. He made one mistake. Us. Us. That's the only one he thought that he made was us. Everything else is fine, but he made us, and that he regretted. He must have thought we'd act a little better than we did or something. I don't know. But he definitely did regret us, for sure. I used to be better than this. Okay, I wasn't. I'm better now than I ever was. This is the best I've ever been. But I'm working hard to change myself. Okay, you got to work hard, folks. It's not going to come easy. You got to work really, really hard at this. And you got to want it. You got to really want it. I want to be a more righteous person. Desperately. I want that so much. And it's not only because I know the Lord will bless those who do. I'm tired of being what I was. I'm tired of being wrathful. I'm tired of being lustful. I'm tired of being dishonest. I'm tired of all the things I've done. I'm sick of them. Getting buzzed all the time, getting drunk, getting high. Totally tired of all of it. I don't want to do it no more. I want to live the last part of my life much better. Oh, getting rid of your stuff. That'll definitely help. Some of your rage is attached to that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah, but you got to be mindful of it, and you got to continue to work on it. You can't ever let your guard down and just go on autopilot, because you'll go right back to your old ways. You gotta establish new habits. You got to establish new habits. Well, I haven't got many years in. I've got a little while, but nothing like that. So I'm taking it a day at a time. I'm not having any trouble with the addictions, actually. It seems the Lord just took that away. I don't. I think of a cigarette now and then, but not much. Not much. Yes, Eve was a narcissist and Adam was a simp, according to. I would have to agree with those both statements. I actually would. I would agree with both those. But okay, we're talking about wrath. What are you going to say? What 2 words are you going to say the next time you feel rage building up inside you? Somebody type it. What 2 words are you going to say? Somebody type it. What 2 words are you going to say? There it is. Shofar girl got it first. Serenity now. That's right. I want everyone to do this. I mean, Seinfeld was literally a brilliant show. If nothing else, if just for that one episode, him saying "Serenity now," it's brilliant. It's totally brilliant, and it works. And you'll get a laugh out of it. And instead of getting mad, you might chuckle, right? You're gonna picture me, and you're gonna like, Mr. Buzz, he's cracked. he's completely cracked. But he got a good idea here because this works. Look at all the people saying "Serenity now," all over the world. You want a piece of me? No, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. But you see it all the time. What we call it vibrato. Vibrato. Sorry, that's guitar. that's shaking a note on the guitar fretboard. Bravado is what I meant to say. Bravado. Bravado. Yes, laughter and anger don't like each other. Exactly. Anger cowers in the face of laughter. Laughter wins. Laughter wins all the time. So if you get a chuckle rather than getting mad, it's a good thing. It's a totally good thing. But male bravado, actually, there's female bravado too. It's definitely more a male thing. I hope everybody knows what I mean by male bravado. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll show you. And the next thing, the shoulders are up, the fists are clenched, and idiocy ensues. That's what, and one person will feed the other one, and that person will get their bravado going. And then the chests are stuck out. "Ah, watch me roar. I am man, watch me roar." Right? You want some of this? Exactly. That's male bravado. Don't engage in that. Yes. Yes, I remember. I remember. But that's everybody, Kate. Everybody has a problem with this, pretty much. Pretty much everyone does. This can even be a little old lady, a little old 85-year-old lady. She starts swinging her purse, man, whacking you over the head. You got to watch out. Anybody can get mad. Anybody can suffer from extreme wrath. I want to spit in God's face over my own creation, but I find it really hard to forgive myself. Brother K, let's take a moment and talk about this for Brother K. Okay? Brother K, I don't know what it is you did, but whatever it is, if I sat here and actually told you everything I've done in my life, I bet whatever it is you're not forgiving yourself for, I'm almost positive I've got you beat. Okay? I'm almost positive I got you beat. Why are you trying to hang on to things like that, to guilt, that's just not going to serve you? You changed, right? You're not going to do it again. Whatever it is you've done, convince yourself you're not going to do it again, and then don't do it again and leave it in the past. What about sexual assault? If you did it, it's vile and awful. Don't ever do it again. That's all I'm going to say. Don't ever do it again. You made a mistake. Don't do it again. That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter what you did. If you murdered somebody, whatever it is, okay, you did it. Get over it. Get over it. You made a mistake. Maybe you made a big mistake, but it's time to leave it in the past. This is where getting rid of all your things is helpful. Getting rid of all your stuff from the past, all your memorabilia, all your photo albums. It's a symbol of getting rid of the past. It symbolizes washing the past away, gone, fresh start. Everything the Lord does for you is about a fresh start. He does a death and rebirth. Okay? He kills the old you, gives birth to the new you. He totally restores you. You're not the same person anymore. Don't dwell on God saying he regretted making us. Just get over that. That's not, you're getting sidetracked. That's not the mission here. The mission is to get rid of your wrathful ways. What you're doing is completely pointless. Talking about God making a mistake. He regretted making us because we suck, dude. It's not hard. It's really easy to see. If I made us, I'd regret it too. I'd be like, man, what was I thinking? Was I drinking too much that night or what? I would definitely think that. Look at us. We're a mess. He probably knew we'd be bad, but he didn't know we'd be this freaking bad. Right? Who's not going to regret making human beings? I think if he didn't regret it, that would be his biggest mistake. Get over it. Get over it. So, Brother K, whatever you did, it don't matter. It won't happen again. Well, You got to feel sorry and regretful. You wish you didn't do it. You wish you didn't do it. But you did. You did. So unless you got a time machine, brother, to go back, change what you did, I think you best just get over it. I think that's your better bet. What else you going to do? You can't change it. You going to ruin the rest of your life? No. No. How long does it take God to forgive you when you repent for something? There's no length. It's instant. It's instant as soon as you repent. Done. You don't have to worry about it no more. Why wouldn't you do the same thing for yourself? Say, man, I can't believe I did something so dumb. That was pathetic. Good thing I've changed. I know I'm not going to do that again. Good thing I learned from that. There's no sense to worry about it. Time to move along. You might do something else dumb in the future, but so might the rest of us. So might the rest of us. Yes, let's read that. I love that scripture. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I love that one. I think I will do a new thing. Do you not perceive it? I got to learn how to recite that one because that is. People ask me what my favorite scripture is. It's probably this one. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So he's basically telling you he's going to do something new with your life. Forget that dumb stuff you did, the mistakes you made. Dwelling on that, you're going to miss the party that the Lord got for you. The Lord wants to throw you a party. He literally does. Can anybody tell how much fun my life is now for me? Like, after having the crappiest life you could imagine, sorry, I should have said, it is Isaiah 43:19. I had a terrible life, okay? I had 2 divorces. I had a family disown me. My whole entire family disowned me. Lost my business. I had 7 suicide attempts. I was poor my whole life. I had no money. I was broke and poor all the time. People had to feed me sometimes. I didn't have food by times. Not often, but it did happen. And when I did have food, I just barely had enough to eat, like enough to survive, and that was it. I had rusty old cars sometimes. I usually had a car, but it was a rusty old thing. It broke down all the time. I slept on people's couches because I had nowhere to live all the time. That was normal. My life sucked. Okay, it really sucked. I had some rough times. You know what? Now you're full of life, restored and renewed. Glory be to God. Correct. The Lord said, enough of that. Enough of that. I used to own a music school. I owned 2, actually. I had a music school with 10 instructors, plus I had a home-based studio where I taught full-time, and it was good. I had a good setup going. It was quite a good 8 years or whatever I had it for. The Lord said, enough of this. I'm going to do, he said, just what I just read. He said to me one day, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Well, I was in the wilderness and I was in the desert, and he made rivers, all right. He made them flow. I can hardly even believe it. Adorable strawberry. Yep. He's even brought me the woman of my dreams. And that's just going so well. It's like, that's going beautifully. That's going really well. We're getting to know each other really good, and we're just perfectly compatible, and everything is good. I've got resources now. My poverty is over. I'm wearing new clothes. People keep telling me, nice clothes, Jeff. They're brand new. I can afford new clothes. I haven't been able to afford new clothes in forever. I was able to help my son, give him some money. These things that I've never been able to do. I bought a new guitar. I'm saving up for a car. I'm going to actually have a car again. My life is completely different. I'm really enjoying this channel and these live streams. This new confidence that the Lord put in me. Why would you want to miss out? He told me not to boast about this, but to show everybody what he did. So you can see what he did. Right? He wants you to see what he did for me. And he wants you to go, if he did that for Mr. Buzz, there's a good chance he'll do that for me too. And I promise he will. That's why he wants me to show you this. The one thing that's going to mess it up is if you can't get over your past, or you can't forgive somebody, or you keep getting mad. If you keep getting mad, he's going to halt you. Dead stop, just like that. And you're going to sit there like I did, saying, did I really just screw up my blessings because someone parked across my driveway? Like, am I that dumb? Am I really that dumb? Yep, I was. I'm trying to save you the trouble. Don't do what I did. 6 months I wasted. I mean, it's fine. It worked out in the end. Guess I needed more work. I needed a little more work. So I did it, and then it's all good. But just not forgiving yourself, it's going to work out the same way for you. If you don't forgive yourself, the regret you're going to feel over something that you just can't let go of, you got to let go of it. You got to let go of it. You can be annoyed if you want, Ben. It's going to do what I'm telling you. It's going to screw up everything the Lord has for you. It's going to ruin it. Me and my lady were sitting in a video chat a while ago, and I said, I need a topic for tonight. I don't know what to do yet. She goes, well, let's ask the Lord, ask God. So she bowed her head, and I did too. And this is what came out. She's like, I feel he's saying peace. I said, yeah, he's talking about wrath. Yeah, it's wrath. So that's how the topic came out tonight. That's how this started. We asked the Lord, and he said, like the title said, speak to the wrathful ones. Speak to the wrathful ones. Which is probably just about everybody here, right? It probably is. Right on. And Tyra, if you are getting over what happened to you, you are an example for everyone to follow. Okay, you are an excellent example for everyone to follow. You should be very pleased with yourself. Not prideful, but pleased with yourself that you took the moral high ground. Because most people, they're putting sugar in the gas tanks, they're slashing the tires, they're doing whatever, right? If you didn't do anything in retaliation, that's mature. That's maturity. That's what the Lord wants. That's what he's looking for. They say he doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. Well, he doesn't call the wrathful. He doesn't call the wrathful. They got to stop being wrathful first. He doesn't call the prideful either. Pride and wrath will ruin your chances. Ruin your chances completely. You won't go nowhere. That's a guarantee. I can totally vouch for that. Those are the two things that's halted me in my tracks. And I don't want anyone to miss out on this stuff. I'm going to read it again. Listen to that scripture. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. He goes good on every word he ever wrote. Every word in this, he backs up and he does. He never, ever lets you down with what it says in here. If it's in here, count on it. Count on it 100%. Don't matter if you have it in your heart, that's all that he's looking for. Doesn't matter if you act on it or not. If it's in your heart, it's in your heart. And if you think you're not acting on it, that's not true anyway. Because just having it in there, it's going to affect how you act. It's going to affect your actions. Right? There's no way you can walk around with a bunch of rage inside you and bitterness and not act on it. It's contaminating everything you do. Contaminating everything you do. Oh, excuse me. For battle, weapons of warfare is diligently seek the Lord in prayer. Romans. Warriors, girt up your loins like men. Prepare for battle. Weapons of warfare is diligently seek the Lord in prayer. Romans 13. Since I have always felt being watched. It was the Almighty. You're always being watched by the Lord. Totally. He doesn't miss a single thing you do. God doesn't lie. Nope, he doesn't. And he doesn't break promises. He does not break promises, ever. Fear actually manifests as anger. It does. It does, William K. That's correct. Yep. Glad you see that, John Corby. It is very true what I speak. This is completely true. I can say it from experience. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. I want you to have a smoother time. That's why the Lord has me out here doing this. He puts me through the stuff, and then he says, now, go make sure they don't mess up like you did. Tell them to do better. And Tyra, I can see you growing as a person every day that you come here. I see you growing more and more as a person. And you're just blossoming into this very mature and very, very moral, wonderful woman. I mean, I always thought you were awesome and cool ever since I first met you, but I see you just continuously evolving and growing, and it's very impressive to watch. I see that with a lot of people. It's beautiful to watch people grow, right? Because I'm doing the same thing. I'm far from perfect. None of you are perfect either. None of us are. We never will be. But we can get better and better and better. We can keep working on ourselves, right? That's all we can do. Paul says, the kindness of the Lord leads us to repentance. It does. It certainly does. You know what the biggest thing we're awakening to is? Is that we need to improve. Most of us walk around for most of our life happy with being screw-ups. You know, I was completely content to be the mess I was. Because what was I doing? I was just drinking and doing drugs and chasing skirts. And okay, so what did I need to be a good person for? You don't need to be a good person to do that. And I wasn't even trying to be a good person. I was going around just doing whatever I thought, whatever I wanted. Didn't care. Didn't really care. All of a sudden, I really care. You know, if I screw up and do something bad now, I feel so guilty and Just like, whoa, okay, how did I manage to do that? I'm doing so good in other ways. How did I screw up that way? That was terrible. And I care. And then I try to make adjustments so I don't do it again. And that's all the Lord expects from us. That's it. There's a way that seems right to man, but in the. Okay. Be transformed and then serve Jesus for what he's done for us. He made the ultimate sacrifice. Lauren AG or Agi, however we say that. Lauren says, I am the guy who's been in isolation for 23 years because you're probably the person I talked to that told me 23 years because that was one of the longest I'd heard. I think in Jesus' name I shall overcome at last. I bet you anything you get the same issues as me. Pride, which leads to rage. Pride, which leads to rage. They work hand in hand. And one of them will feed the other. That's what was happening for me. Couldn't back down from people. Couldn't back down. Couldn't take the moral high ground. I had to keep it going, and get sarcastic and be clever with my little comments to try to get the best of it, to try to be the one to get the last word in. Crazy cat ladies get me mad. Well, you know what? I'm the crazy cat guy. That's what everybody calls me. So I shall be humbled. Humility is the key to all of it. Humility is the key. Crazy cat lady. They make me mad. I don't get mad at crazy cat ladies. I mean, they're helping the cats. My favorite saying, I mean, they're doing the third part of it. Trust the Lord, ignore the humans, embrace the cats. Right? So the crazy cat ladies are doing the third part of that. Yes. Jacoby Popo, that is the whole point of this. Be humble. When we're arrogant and we think we're the righteous ones and we're right and everyone else is wrong, that's what leads to rage. That's what leads to pridefulness. That is pridefulness. And that's what leads to the Lord putting a halt on everything he's got for you. He doesn't show any leniency on these things. There's no leniency with God. He has zero tolerance for prideful ways, zero tolerance for wrath. And he knows that your prideful ways are going to manifest as rage. He knows it. It's 100% for sure that it will. You'll never find an exception to it. And he will not bend on these things. Yep. If you want your blessings and you want your breakthrough and you want to get anywhere in this world, you're going to have to buckle up and do what I say. What I don't mean because I'm saying it, I mean because the Lord's saying it. He's not going to give you anything unless you do. And I learned it the hard way. Luckily, only for 6 months. He can halt you for 2 years, 5 years. Serenity now. You got it. Lynn, you got to let it go. Take the moral high ground. It'll make you feel so impressed with yourself. Like you'll look at yourself in the mirror and you'll be able to smile and go, okay, I'm trying to be like Jesus now. That's awesome stuff. That's awesome sauce, as they say. I'm actually trying to be like Jesus. The man who said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do, as they pounded spikes through his body. Okay, it doesn't get no worse than what happened to him. It doesn't get any worse than that. It's not easy to let go of a marriage. It's very difficult. Very difficult. But when you got to let go of something, you got to let go of something. That is correct. Nobody's getting away with anything. Not a single thing. That is totally right. He doesn't miss a single thought that you have. If you kicked the puppy and you thought no one saw it, he did. He saw you. Being cheap. If you're miserly and you're mean with what you have and you're selfish, yes, of course it is. Of course it is. You must deliver every message that comes from you as a Bible believing follower of Christ. You have to deliver everything with love and compassion. Nothing is, and I'm even still guilty of this. I get kind of riled up about certain things, and my messages can get a little fiery sometimes. I'm working on it. I'm trying not to do it so much. But you are supposed to deliver it with love as a Bible believing follower of Christ. That is a rule you're supposed to follow. Well, Diane, go ahead and share it if you feel comfortable. Yes. Well, you're talking about the golden rule there, Jerry. To do unto others as you'd have done unto you. So if you do what you say, that's what you're doing. You're practicing the golden rule. I'm really glad you did too. We do this several times a day, Lynn. We're just trying to improve ourselves. We're fellowshipping. We're helping each other's loneliness. We're trying to evolve into good people. We're trying to be more like Jesus. We're trying to glorify the Lord. And I turn the monetization off and everything. I'm not even making the normal money when I do these live streams. I turn monetization off for these, so you guys don't even have to put up with ads. I know you have to put up with some, but they reduced them down to almost nothing. Apparently, I had my lady watch, and she said there's very few ads, and it's nothing like when I monetize them. So you won't even have to put up with ads when you're here. I demonetize everything on these live streams. We're not here for any purpose other than the ones I mentioned. We're here to evolve into good people. And I try to come up with a topic every day, or I should say every stream, because it can be 3 a day. This is the third one today. And we try to come up with topics, or I try to come up with topics. I ask the Lord for them, and He tells me what to talk about. And we hash it out. We talk about it. We share our ideas. You are always welcome here. Finding purpose is nothing I can really do one on because you don't find it. You discover it when the Lord reveals it to you. You don't have to do any work. What you're suggesting is leaning on your own understanding, and you should not do that. Yeah, I know I hate ads too. I can't stand them. Just get into the video you're watching and bang, right in the middle of something good. Or when you're listening to a song. Sometimes there's an ad right in the middle of a song. It's ridiculous. There should not be ads on songs. What's the good of that? You listen to a song halfway through and you got to watch an ad. and then back to the song. It's terrible. Serenity now. Well, Lynn, whatever hour it is, it's a good possibility I'm here during that. 'Cause one of my assistants said the other day when someone asked, "When are your live streams?" She said, "Well, it's pretty much a 24-hour live stream with three little breaks in between." that's, that's true. I'm here all the time. This is all I do. Little girl, do you want to come up and be in Daddy's live stream? Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on, Daddy. We'll rub the belly. Come on. Let Daddy rub the belly. Yeah, apparently you won't get too many ads. It's very, very few because I have turned monetization off completely. I haven't monetized the live stream in a couple weeks, probably. It's quite a while. Is it wrong to distance or cut myself off from family when I've been misunderstood for so long? Makes it hard to forgive when it's been years. You have no obligation to be in the presence of anybody who is causing you strife and grief in your life. You don't have any obligation. So, yes, it is completely fine to keep your distance. Be respectful. Thank you to our blessed Jeff and Mr. Buzz. Thank you, Steve. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I honestly live for this. I live for this. Some people get on my nerves. They don't know what I'm talking about, don't know everything, but when they play stupid or lie, I have to be the bigger person and shut up. Moral high ground. The moral high ground. Come on, silly. Come on up. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on up with Daddy. Oh, little girl. Yeah. Yep. Do you think blessings will come after you walk away from toxic family? You're not going to get convicted of doing things that are mature and just. Okay. So if your family is causing a whole bunch of grief and they're causing fights and arguments, and you decide to take the moral high ground and just put some distance in between you and the problem, and you do it in a respectful manner, and you don't yell at them, don't insult them, also don't just go dark and then they wonder what's going on. Be mature and tell them the truth. Okay? This is what people do is they hide behind some false reason why they've distanced themselves. Oh, it's just that I'm busy in the nights now. I'm in a course teaching stamp collecting. Yeah, that's it. I don't have time anymore to come over. Don't do that. Say, you know what? This grief that is causing me, when I come over and all you want to do is fight with me, I've decided it's not serving my life well, and I have to distance myself from it. So if you'd like to change your ways on that, I'd be more than happy to I'd be open to that. I'll come back and we can talk about that. But if it's going to continue this way, I'm afraid I'm going to have to put some distance in between us until you can see it another way. Because my stress levels are going up. The doctor's talking about putting me on blood pressure pills. It's all bad. I said serenity now 18 times yesterday. It's time for me to take a break, right? I'm saying serenity now in my sleep because of this. I need some peace. You have every right to peace. And it'll give them peace too. So they want to take it as hostility. As long as you've conducted yourself properly, stated the truth instead of a lie. Don't ever lie. If you lie, then the Lord's going to convict you for that. He doesn't condone lying ever. You're not allowed to lie. As long as you do that, you don't have to worry about it. Be honest. Be honest, be mature. Yep, Peacemaker says, nothing wrong with loving your family from afar. I have to do that. And if they've, okay, Kara, we know you need to get away. Oh, and Kara, by the way, I emailed that woman that I showed you on Jimmy Dore. I got her email today, and I emailed her. So I'm really hoping I hear back from her. Dr. something Engel. Dr. Juliet Engel is her name. And I'm hoping she gets back to me. Maybe we can get some good information from her about how you go forward. Yes, I do too, my dear. Oh, my prayers are with you. My prayers are totally with you. See, now this is a person who's been a victim of MK Ultra. For anybody who knows what that is, some of the most vicious evil on the face of the planet. Okay? When we're getting mad about little things, remember there's a 21-year-old sweet girl named Kara who's been victimized by the most vicious, evil, dirty program that you could ever imagine. They've victimized her family, but now her family is also a threat to her. And it's such a tangled web of yuckiness. You wouldn't even believe it. When you're getting mad about small things, just remember, and she's maintaining a very sweet attitude towards the whole thing. So think about that the next time you're getting mad over something really small. Or what Tyra told us tonight. What her ex-boyfriend and her brother did. And then rubbing it in her face. Like, man. Yes. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Not vengeance is mine, saith the human. That's not what it says. All in the fifth MK Ultra phase. Wild. You know, I knew I'd start seeing them. I knew that MK Ultra victims would come to me eventually. But Kara is literally the very first one. She's the very first one. And we had a one-on-one meeting. I moved her to the front of the line, of course. That's what I say. When I tell you guys I have emergencies, I move to the front of the line. That's the kind of thing that I put to the front of the line. Somebody who's been victimized by that and is in danger. Like her life could be in danger at any moment. We have to try to help her. So I actually found somebody today that might be able to. If she answers back, I sure hope she does. Able to get in touch with Juliet Engel. Yes. Dr. Juliet Engel, that's her name. She's a victim of the MK Ultra program. She was trafficked and, everything. She satanic ritual abuse, the whole bit. Yes, little girl, come on up and see Daddy. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to advise anybody to smoke weed, I'm afraid. So I don't trust an idea like that, dude. Telling somebody to smoke weed. Sweet. I'm a saved sinner and going to bed. So God bless everyone and good night or day. Good night, Christianity Tool Set, and thank you for your contributions tonight. I can tell me and you are definitely on the same page about many things. Yep. Well, we're hoping Miss Juliet, Dr. Juliet Engel gets back to us and she's got some wisdom for you because she's been through all of it and she's come out the other side completely healed from it now. She's totally fine. But she suffered for a long time. But she's okay now. Tyler Durden. I was in isolation for 10 years, my friend. 10 years. You're being colleged. Watch my video called God Said, Speak to the Ones Who I Isolated. Watch that. And there's other ones I made too, but that's the main one to watch. You're being colleged. The Lord is teaching you, getting you ready. He's got something big for you, buddy. He's got some really good stuff for you. When he put me in my purpose, which is doing what I'm doing right now, he gave me resources. He brought the woman of my dreams to me. He's not going to do that and trust you to be in a position like he's put me in here unless he's taught you some things. So he can't teach you that stuff overnight. 5 years might not even be enough. I don't know how long he's going to have you there. Do your schooling. You're in school. I can tell you for sure, you're in school. And when he's done, he's going to test you. So be alert. Know you're being tested. Pass your tests. When you pass your tests, you get to the point I'm at. And I promise you don't want to miss out because it gets real good. Real good. But you got to want to serve him. You can't do it because you want blessings, you want money, you want notoriety. What all those things are fine, but you got to want to serve him. And he knows if you do or not. Okay, he knows. And if you don't, and you're just doing it for the wrong reasons, you'll get nothing. If you truly want to serve him, and you do serve him, he'll pour out blessings on you nonstop. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Stay humble, stay obedient, keep your temple clean. Get the anger and bitterness out of your heart. Forgive everybody. Forgive every last person who ever did anything crappy to you. Every last person, forgive them. Did things yourself that you can't forgive yourself? Forgive yourself too. Right away, as soon as you can. Get over it. Get all the bitterness and guilt out of your heart. Every bit of it. Do that and your isolation might not be that much longer. But he's not going to release you until certain things are accomplished. Incomplete allegory. Why are you in my chat promoting Pharmakia? Do not promote Pharmakia in this chat. It will get you booted really quickly. That's your one warning. That's the only one you're getting. That's the only one you're getting. No Pharmakia. We do not promote that in this chat. We are anti-Pharmakia in a big way. So do not promote your dementia medication anymore. I'm actually going to remove that comment. No problem. We just don't like Pharmakia here. People are suffering desperately because of that stuff. Definitely suffering because of it. The only good medication is the medication that goes in the garbage. That's literally the only good medication. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Are you going to come up or not? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Found out my pastor was pro-vax and posted a pic on Facebook. Yeah, stay away from that. Stay away from that place. Any pastor who's promoting pharmakia is not the real thing. They should know better, and if they don't, let's remember the Lord says ignorance is not an excuse anymore. Let's get the scripture for that. Acts 17:30 commands all people everywhere to repent. And Proverbs 24:12. Here's what we want. Acts 17:30. Just a second now. That's not the actual verse. Oh, these sites I'm finding here. This is not what I'm looking for. Bible Hub. Maybe that one will work. There we go. King James says, this is Acts 17:30. And the times of this ignorance God winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent. So there's no excuse of ignorance. Your pastor in that church is supposed to know. He's not supposed to just listen to what those evil agents of the devil say, which is what he's doing. Or he's one of them and he's infiltrated the church. He might even be one of the evil ones, hard to say. But he is not allowed to hide behind his ignorance. He is to know better. He's the head of a church, right? I'm not even allowed to claim ignorance when I'm up here teaching you. I got to get it right, or I'm going to be held responsible for what I get wrong. So, and yes, in complete allegory, you're completely right about that. The processed food is killing everybody, totally killing everybody. But there's no excuse for ignorance. Telling people to get the poke, man, he should know better by now. And if you ask me, a pastor going on Facebook, which is nothing but a haven of witches, what's he doing on Facebook? If he's not aware that that's full of witches, man, he's really ignorant for sure. He should not be a pastor, probably. Doesn't sound good. Does not sound good. The good news is that God's children will live forever on the universe. You'll come to understand how profound the promise of the gospel is. Yes, indeed. What? Oh, you're kidding me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ugh. Man. What if your family only talks to you on Facebook? If you have Facebook, you have things other than Facebook. I don't have Facebook. I talk to everybody I want to talk to. Right on, Diane. Sounds good. That's good news. I don't understand what you're saying. What do they only talk to on Facebook? Tell them you're going to talk another way. Stay off Facebook. Nobody should have Facebook. Nobody should have it. Love you. All the best people to hear from. God must be happy with you, Mr. Buzz, for getting this round up. God is sometimes happy with me and sometimes not. I'm just like everyone else. I get it wrong sometimes too. He's got a real tight leash on me. He doesn't let me stray very far, and he stops me. Isolated by God, even if I live with my husband and daughter. Fake book, yes. The haven for the witchy ones. They are witchy as right, as witchy as it gets. Good night, Shantisha. Little girl, are you comfy? Are you comfy? Daddy loves you so much. Daddy loves you so much. What's me to do with when you're. No, the Lord doesn't gossip, okay? If that's what he'd be doing, if he told me anything in a vision about someone else, the only way he'll do that is if we're in a deliverance session and I need a vision to help the person get delivered. That's different. If I just say, hey, God, what's up? Think you could tell me about this person so I can feed him information? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Emily Ann, Facebook is nothing but witches. That's all that's on there for the most part. There are witches doing digital sorcery. The whole platform is infested with witches. It's always been that way. Facebook is the worst platform there is. I guess Instagram, I've never been on Instagram, but I hear that's bad too. But Facebook is really bad. Am I isolated by God, even if I live by. Yes, the Lord has. Danny Play, are you anointed? Are you one of the chosen? If you are, your isolation was inevitable. He isolates every one of us at some point. Digital sorcery, word spells, Santeria is used. There's avatars they use. There's all kinds of things. The digital space is able to be used for witchcraft. Okay. And Facebook is a haven for those who do it. They can, just through word spells and numbers and different things they can type, they can do sorcery on you. Sorcery is a very complex practice, and the digital space is actually perfect for it. So when you think you're on Facebook, just, socializing and stuff, you've got witches doing sorcery on you, witchcraft, real witchcraft. You're going to end up, and people post pictures of their kids. Then the witches can do witchcraft on your kids. Get off of Facebook. Get away from it. Yes, tentacles do have a hold you through Facebook. It's called the witchy ones. The witchy ones are all over it. You turn to the Lord. The Lord is the only protection against witchcraft. You get yourself in alignment with God. That is the only way you can protect yourself. Monitor demons all up you got her Mies machine, that's correct. Facebook is not your friend. Nope. Yep, sigils is another way they do it. It's the thing that's affecting your hearing and mind. Look it up. It's fallen angel, forbidden technology. Even though we use it to promote the Lord and community. A lot of you are very, very wise. You're speaking truth here. Yes, I already answered that, Danny Play. Yes, it's not can they? They will be for sure. They will be for sure. You're going to be isolated and you're going to be colleged. You're going to be colleged. I think most of you who are here probably saw my one viral video, but I will try to find it. Okay, so it's a little ways back from that. Here it is. Okay, this video right here. Anybody has any questions about being isolated, they're answered in that. Now you're asking me, should you start saying hey to people who make eye contact with you? There's some decision, Ben, you're going to have to make for yourself. You're asking me to decide a little too much for you. Should you start saying hello to people who make eye contact with you? You're going to have to follow your own instinct to figure that out. You shouldn't be asking anybody a question like that. Facebook is not what you think, folks. If you think Mark Zuckerberg made it in his dorm room like they told you, that's a big fat lie. Everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. Okay? And that's one of them right there. DARPA and the CIA made Facebook. It is a weapon against society. It is for surveillance. It is for social engineering. And it's a weapon. It's for sorcery. They use it for digital sorcery. Witchcraft. Yep. Absolutely. It's not what they told you at all. Mark Zuckerberg didn't invent nothing. He doesn't have the brains to invent that. That's not his creation. DARPA and the CIA made it. And that is for sure. That's not speculation. Totally true. Totally true. Documented, proven. This is Gail. I just turned my gaming computer to dust 2 days ago. I've been clean from pornography and video games for like those 2 days. Probably years of using both. Oh, man. Did you just make my day? Did you just make my day? Something else just happened that really sucked on the other side of things, but that just almost countered it. Wow. Dude, I am so thrilled to hear that. I am so thrilled to hear that. You're more than welcome. It's my pleasure. Dude, that is so awesome. Everything is a lie. Sure is. Oh, yeah, all kinds of people think that. All kinds of people still believe that Zuckerberg made it in his dorm room. It's completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Well, there's all kinds of I love yous going on. I'm not sure who you're directed that to. If they're directed to me, that's very sweet of you all to say, and I love everybody too. Every one of you. All the people who come here every day and join in these live streams. It makes my life complete. You have no idea how much I enjoy it. Thoughts on AI, stay away from it. Completely demonic and evil. Completely demonic and evil. Yes, there's something wrong with Zuckerberg. He's not a normal human being. Definitely not. I'm not sure what he is, but he's not a normal one. Not at all. Man. Well, okay, thank you for saying that, Steve. But here's the thing to I'm not trying to say I look so great like I appreciate the compliment, but if you look at my old videos and you look at me now, you can see a very distinct difference. And that's because the Lord restored me. And it is what you're saying, alignment and obedience. He told me he would restore me back to rights, but he made my lungs after smoking for 40 years, he made them good again. Like it's when you've smoked for 40 years and you've only quit for like 3.5 weeks, and your lungs are like brand new again, it's messed up. It's like, how can that even be? How can that even be? Like, but it's true. The Lord completely restored me. He just put me back to rights. It's mind blowing. And he said, "There, now get out there and demonstrate that to people. Show them what I did for you, and then I can do it for them too. They'll know that it's real, that I can do what I say." Because it's just mind blowing to feel this regeneration, rejuvenation. He completely restored me. I thought I was toast, man. I thought I was toast. My lungs were shot. I thought I was going to die of cancer. I was ready to give up. I was in such bad shape. Lord's like, no, you're just beginning. We're just getting started. fixed my bad back. He fixed my knee. It's unbelievable what he did. It's unbelievable. I can walk all over this city, like from one end to the other, with a real fast pace. I don't even break a sweat. I got a bicycle. I can hurt my butt a little bit when I started getting on it, but when did you quit? Cigarettes about 3.5 weeks ago now. Probably close to a month. But that's not enough time to, like, after 40 years of smoking, that's not even near enough time to restore my lungs to brand new, right? There's no way. There's no way that is. But he just like sped it up, right? He just sped it up totally. Oh yeah, no, it's totally different. Totally different. It's the only reason I leave them up is so people can see the difference. I don't leave them up for any other reason. And my throat is getting a little scratchy because it's healing, like it's completely healing. 1 week today, please. Oh, Jordan, keep going, buddy. Keep going. It gets a lot easier. A lot easier. Get into running. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. And I bought some weights to start working out with. I've actually started a little bit and doing push-ups and things, and gonna get in shape. Got me a young, beautiful woman now to get in shape for. Yeah, I'll be a plank of wood. Yeah, I don't have any problem with the addictions at all. Like I don't barely even think of the cigarettes or the beer or the weed or anything. I just don't. The only thing that for me that's tricky is the no sexual release at all. That is extremely difficult. But I'm even doing that. That's like 3 months now. So yep, yep. But I find the giving up the sexual release is very difficult. Yes. So there is in a woman a hormone called oxytocin. Okay, I'm going to type it right here. That oxytocin is released when a woman gives birth to her baby. Okay, what's the purpose of oxytocin? It's called the bond creating hormone. That's what oxytocin is. So as soon as this is secreted, the woman and the baby bond for life very strongly. Okay, it's an amazing hormone. It's God's magical stuff, right? He designed it so that when she has a baby, this gets secreted. She creates a bond with that baby. If she's a real mother and this happens, you know what a mother's bond to her child is like. Okay, a lot of you have that. A lot of you have that bond. It's because of something called oxytocin. That's what gave you that bond. Now, if a woman has sex with a man and she achieves orgasm during it, guess what is secreted? Oxytocin again. And guess what it does? Guess what it does? Oh, is it an S? I thought it was a C. Sorry, so I spelled it wrong. I thought it was. Let me see. How is it spelled? Let's. I thought it was a C. I want to know for sure. Yeah, it's a C. I did spell it right. So when she has an orgasm with that man, the same bond that's created with her baby during birth is now created with that man. And it's a strong one. It's literally it's an invisible bond you can't see. For some reason, excuse me, for some reason this bond does not always take place. I don't know if the woman is lacking oxytocin or if her oxytocin is faulty. There's a weird phenomenon that some people it doesn't happen with, and the mother ends up hating the baby, right? She can end up absolutely hating her baby. It's really weird how it works. But in general, this is what creates a bond between a man and a woman. It's because of the sexual act. So until two people actually, this is why they call it consummating a marriage. Until two people have conduct a sexual act, and this happens, the true bond does not take place. Once this does take place, it's for life. Okay? The only one who can break it is God. God can step in and he can cut soul ties. But you've got to have a very good reason for him to do that. Otherwise, he figures you made your own bed, you're going to lie in it. You went around, you were promiscuous. You had sex with all these different people. You created soul ties with them all. Now you're going to have to live with the consequences. The Lord is big on free will. So if for some reason he wants to help you and break those soul ties, he can do it, but he is the only one who can do it. You cannot do it. John Corby, go forever until you have your wife brought to you. I don't know how old you are, but stop releasing completely until your honeymoon night. That's what you want to do. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm about 3 months in and I got a year to wait for my wedding. So it's going to be a long, hard, pardon the pun there, a long, hard year. But I'm going to do it. Don't give in at all. Just don't give in. You're welcome. Soul tie just bonds you to that person. You're bonded forever. It's a bond that's learn something about quantum physics. There is this in quantum physics. Okay, entanglement. Two particles that touch are forever entangled. You can take those two particles and you can separate them, but whatever happens to one also happens to the other forever. They're always entangled with each other. It's called entanglement. It's kind of the way our universe works. So these soul ties are kind of like that. Whenever two people are connected that way, unless the Lord breaks the bond, it's there. It doesn't matter if there's a million miles in between you. You're connected spiritually forever till the Lord decides to break it. Yes. The CIA is a very spiritual organization. They completely understand all this stuff we're talking about. It's just the general public who thinks it's all, they even gave it a little name now, woo woo, they call it. Oh, you're talking about that woo woo. No, I'm talking about the spirit realm, which governs the physical realm, because I'm not stupid, because I know what's going on. Those who think Everything is just a material solution to it. Like if you're stuck in the material world, you're missing a big part of it. The material world is governed by the spiritual world. So this is the lower part of it. The main one is the spiritual realm. That governs everything that happens here. Yes, remote viewing is real as well. Totally. Totally. You'll get it back, Kara. You'll get it back. Pitocin, synthetic form of oxytocin used by pharmakia. There you go. They would have a synthetic form of it for sure. Oxytocin is a amazing hormone. The way it connects people is, well, that's what soul ties are. It's basically that. Remote viewing, you leave your body and you can go travel in the astral and go spy on somebody with your astral body. Yes. Robert Mann, yes. Especially if you have Wi-Fi. This is why I taught everybody in the last while to buy one of these. You're being surveilled through your Wi-Fi. Okay? They can hack into your Wi-Fi and they can watch everything you do in your house. So you get one of these. You take an Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable goes from your modem to this. Then the other end goes in your computer, in your laptop. You take your demon phone outside. You apply this to it. And you take your router that's Wi-Fi in your house, and you also apply this to it. This is known as a wireless router adjustment tool. Okay? A wireless router adjustment tool. It adjusts it from one piece to many pieces. Okay? One of these. These are easy to get. Then your Wi-Fi, or your internet is plugged directly into your laptop. So now that it's plugged directly into your laptop, they can't surveil you through your Wi-Fi because you don't have it. And now you're going to be able to go to sleep. You're not going to get cancer. It's all good. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. My mom said I was nuts when I was saying it was weird. There was a new Wi-Fi box. Then I found out they get better technology to monitor us. Haha. Yep. Kara, you're totally right on. That's correct. This new technology with the Wi-Fi just came out fairly recently. And they went around. We got one too. We got the whole new thing, but I fooled them. It's not Wi-Fi. I got a cable coming from it going directly in. So there is no router in here. I applied the adjustment tool to the router. Most of us are infected. Actually, correction, all of us are infected with nanotech and a chip. Well, maybe not everybody has the chip. Everybody has a nanotech. Yes, this is a cafe mocha. I have one every night. One every night. It's my little treat. For working hard all day, I get a cafe mocha at night. And today I had pizza. I did have a couple treats today. I got a 20-pound adjustment tool in my... Nice. That will work great. That will work great. And the acetylene torch could come in handy too. Absolutely. Absolutely. There is a chip in your debit card, yes. But a lot of us have chips in our head as well. Kara certainly has a chip in her body somewhere. Okay, she definitely has a chip. There's no question about that. She may even have several, but she definitely has at least one. You know that, right, Kara? You know you have a chip. Dude, it's in the back of my head. Yeah, you know it. You certainly do. Anybody who's been through MK Ultra definitely has a chip. Pink Rose Women's Ministry. First time watching. Found you today. Well, welcome, my dear. Lovely to see you. Some unwanted company. See anything at night around your home? They may have, but she's a total victim of MK Ultra, so they had access to her. They trafficked her and everything. Like they didn't have to stage anything with her, but that's what they usually do. No, she definitely has a chip. It's 100% for sure. MK Ultra, you don't know what that is? MK Ultra is a CIA program. It's a mind control program. All of the celebrities have been through it. Charles Manson was put through it. Like so many people, all the celebrities, they all went through it. They put a partition in your brain. They separate your brain in two pieces. And then they can install triggers. They can make you a Manchurian candidate. They can do all kinds of things. They did that to my brother Smiley. I think they chipped me when I got my wisdom teeth out. That's quite possible. That's quite possible. No, there's no. I don't think there's any chip in my flip phone. Yep. Ariana Grande is talking about the effects of MK Ultra. Anybody who's seen the movie A Clockwork Orange, where they have Buddy in front of the movies and they have his eyes propped open that he can't close them, and they keep putting drops in him. They're feeding him drugs, and they make him watch all this horror stuff on the screen. He's being MK Ultra'd. That's what that movie's about. Yes, you need to wake up to the fact that the world is pure evil. There's nothing about this world that you want to love. Stay away from embracing the world. Katy Perry is another one. All of them. All of the celebrities. Yes, the dentists, the doctors, they're all in on it. They're all in on it. Don't go to a blood donor clinic either. Do not donate blood. Period. Project Paperclip. Yes. The Nazis were not killed in the Nuremberg trials. They were not hung like they told you. That is a lie. Everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. Avril Lavigne is not the original. Correct. Why shouldn't we donate blood? Because they're not doing what they're telling you with it. They're doing all kinds of other things with it. Things you don't want done because there's spiritual implications for what they're doing with your blood. Your blood is ending up in pharmacia at Big Pharma. When you take pills, you're swallowing someone else's blood. And there's major spiritual implications for things like that. You got to realize that all this spiritual woo-woo, as they like to call it, is not woo-woo, it's totally real. If you were chipped, you'd probably know it. There'd be some indication of it. You'd hear it, you'd feel it, you'd know. The Wi-Fi device is called, can someone tell me thanks? If you're after this, what I said, this is called an adapter. Ethernet to USB. Ethernet to USB adapter, if that's what you're talking about. That. Feeling groovy there, Hugo, are you? That's good. Ethernet to USB adapter. Yes, if you take pills, there is fetal tissue and blood in the pills. Doctors and dentists must not be trusted. They're in on it, I said. I didn't say they all have it. I said they're in on it. They're in on the evil. Do not trust them, is what I said. Again, if you take pills, it has blood and fetal tissue in it to cause you a spiritual issue. They're evil people you're trusting. Stop trusting them. They're evil. They're not real doctors. They're not real chemists. They're occultists. They're occultists. They're evil. They're Satanists. Okay? They're not what you think. The world is evil. They're running, the people running the world are pure evil. Not good people, not real dentists, not real doctors. Evil people, evil occultists, evil Satanists who hate you. They hate you so bad, you can't even imagine. When you watch Hunger Games, do you think that's fiction? Watch the movie Hunger Games. It isn't fiction. It's a warning. It's a warning. Yes, they're serving human meat at McDonald's. Folks, they're evil. They're evil on a level you got to understand is they hate you. They literally hate you. If it wasn't for God, they'd kill us all. They're not allowed to kill us all. Do you know what God would do to them if they just killed us all? They're not allowed to. So they go as far as they can go, the things they can get away with. But the Lord, they're not getting away with it. The Lord is watching every last thing they do. We are called the profane, yes, or the useless eaters. They call us the useless eaters. They hate you, okay? They don't just dislike you a little bit. They hate you with a passion. They want to kill you. They're just not allowed to. So they're trying to cause you a whole bunch of issues, spiritual issues. The fact of the matter is, if they had their way, they'd kill you. They'd just kill you. So do not trust anybody other than a Bible-believing follower of Christ. Because if they're not that, they're probably part of the dark kingdom. Well, Arma, I'm doing my best to get the truth out. The Lord commissioned me to speak truth here. And most people are listening, so I think he's pretty pleased with it. Yes, the film Contagion. I can't even believe that they got away with their scamdemic. Because the first day, people should have went, hold it now. Didn't they just make a movie about this? Hold it now. Didn't Alex Jones warn us of this? Like, there was a million things that we could have looked at and said, well, and some of us did, but the ones who were screaming it just got told to shut up. And everybody decided to go get in pokey pokes rather than listen to the people with sense. It was unbelievable to watch. It was like, are people really this naive that they think they made some special pokey poke that they're going to jab it in your arm and it's going to save your life? Give me a break. These are the same people that talk openly about population control and how there's too many people. Why would they try to save your life? They already told you they want you to die. It's unbelievable that people believe them. I have two. I have Sammy Boy and Sabrina. Oh, almost all doctors. There's a few good ones. Not many. Not many. There's a book from decades ago where I forget the author now, but in the book there's a bioweapon called the Wuhan 187 or something like that. What is your take on nurses? The whole medical field is bogus. Bogus. There are some good nurses that don't even know what's going on. They find out after they get in there. But for the most part, anybody with any authority in that field is pure evil. They're part of the dark kingdom. And if you trust them, you might end up in a casket. Okay? That is a fact. Do not trust them. Plain and simple. So I have to go and feed my furry ones now. So I thank you all for being here. There was a lot of truth spoken here. A lot of learning took place. Some people had their eyes opened. We open a few more all the time. God will always win. God will always win. And one more piece of wisdom, which was the title of a live stream the other day. This is very important to remember, folks. I want you to live by this. Trust the Lord. Ignore the humans. Embrace the cats. Okay? That is what you live by. Trust the Lord. Ignore the humans. And embrace the cats. Then your life will be good. And the last thing you got to remember, which is the most important of all, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.